Ladies and gentlemen, we just got back from the thrift store and you are not going to believe what we found. I think we might have hit the jackpot. Stay tuned and see everything that we just picked up from today's thrift store visit.
Welcome to Over the Years. My name is Tim, and I love vintage items. I hunt for treasures and bring you the ultimate prizes of antiques, collectibles, and vintage decor. Join me, my dukes, my girlfriend Josie, and other guests as we search for history.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Over the Years. My name is Tim, and I'm a full-time reseller on 6 platforms. This is 6, maybe 7 now. That's eBay, Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark, Depop, Grailed, and whatnot. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you guys like this video and subscribe as well. Thank you for joining us. We are trying a little bit of a different thing with this video. I am currently in the Authentic in the Beard studio setup, but we're going to try and spice things up on this haul video for you guys. Hopefully you all will enjoy this video style, and hopefully you'll learn some things and see and enjoy some of these really cool items that I picked up at the thrift store today. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and go over these items, and then I'll also be putting up either pictures or videos in one of these corners of this video to kind of give you guys a little bit better view and idea of what I am talking about in each single item. All right, so first things first, I did pick up some golf clubs. So this is a tailor-made burner LCG, and you guys can kind of get a little bit of an idea of what this is, and then obviously I'll show you guys on the screen. So everything I got today, I did have a coupon, so everything was 20% off. This was $2.99 plus 20% off. I'm not 100% sure. Some of these comps I didn't memorize. I just kind of was so excited. I was like, let me just jump on here and film this video. So I'll also throw up some comps on the screen so you guys can see how much I am looking to hopefully resell these for. This one's actually in really good condition. It does have the tailor-made grip, weatherproof grip. It is a steel shaft, and this is a pitching wedge. So not only did I find the pitching wedge of this, I also found the sand wedge. So here we have the tailor-made burner LCG sand wedge, and I also paid $2.99 plus 20% off on this one as well. It is in pretty good condition also. Now I will clean up these golf clubs, obviously. I'm not sure if in the video you're going to see the clean version or the I'll try and clean them up for you guys before I put the pictures up on the screen. Also, there's a little bit of a dent right here in the shaft, but I will obviously mention that in the listing. Next up, we have, this is a really interesting club. So I golf, but I have never seen something like this before. This is a 6-iron hybrid. It is made by Adams Golf Company, and it is the Idea A12OS. It is a 6-iron hybrid. There's some paint chipping on the club, but as far as everything else goes, it's in pretty good condition. It does have the Adams Idea Ultralight 50G High Launch. This is a women's club, and it has a Golf Pride grip. I think the comps on this one were around $40. Once again, I'll put that up on the screen for everyone. So I got those 3 golf clubs, and each golf club was $2.99 plus 20% off. So should be a good return just on those golf clubs. Let's go ahead and jump into the rest of the items today. So this one I got for myself. I found this Redskins mini helmet right here. So this was $5.99 plus 20% off, and this bad boy, we might as well just take this out the box right now. Can I do that? This is the awesome thing. You guys really get to kind of see this as it happens. This is literally, I'm just coming back from the thrift store, so but I thought you guys would enjoy kind of seeing how you know, things happen straight from the thrift store to the editing floor, and then, you know, I'll actually try and get everything that I picked up today listed on the on eBay, Etsy for some of the items, Mercari as well. Let's see if we can get this. Yep. Oh, things are flying all over the place. Oh man, this is pretty sweet, guys. Pretty sweet. And I'll put that up on the screen for you guys to kind of get an idea of what that looks like also. So yeah, nice little piece of sports memorabilia. Look at that. Look at that. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Okay. Now, up next, this is a really interesting piece to me. I mean, obviously, everything that I get to me is a little interesting, you know? It's like the anticipation right now. Do you guys have some sort of anticipation as I'm getting ready to pull this out of the bag? Like, what's in the bag? Nobody knows what's in the bag. I know what's in the bag. Do you know what's in the bag? Obviously, it's a bowl because of the way that was wrapped up. But I thought this was super cool, guys. Check. This thing is huge, by the way. So this is a 1996 USA Olympic. You can see it has the Olympic. Oh, I'm trying to round this way for you. You guys can see it has the Olympic rings and USA in there. This is a large bowl. Man, this thing is huge. But look at this. It has all of the Looney Tune characters around the sides of the bowl. Now this was $6.99. $6.99 with 20, and then 20% off of that. What's really interesting is, you know, immediately because of the selling vintage clothes, I know that, you know, Looney Tune stuff, especially from the 90s, is, you know, fairly popular in clothing. And then, you know, anything Looney Tunes is also fairly popular in vintage clothing. So I thought to myself, I said, man, this bowl's from 1996. It's got Looney Tunes on it. It's got Olympics on there. So in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, this has got to have some good value to it. So we'll see what I actually can get for it. What's really interesting is there's not a lot of comps on it. I think there were 2 listed currently at $100, and then there might have been one listed less than that. But the sell comps, there weren't a lot. I can't remember if I had to look on WorthPoint or eBay for the sold comps, but they were as low as $25 and I think as high as $50. So we'll see what I can get for it. I think I'm probably going to list it for around $50-$60. You know, maybe 75, and then I always have best offer on, so maybe 75, and we'll see if somebody sends me an offer for 60 or something like that. And if it doesn't sell, I'm actually going to be doing a vintage clothing show with the homie Cernock from Cernock's Connection. Shout out to my homie Cernock. And this might be something that is kind of like a vintage accessory that somebody who's into vintage clothes might like. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We're going to throw it up on eBay and Mercari and Etsy and see what we can get for it. It's in really good condition. It's got some black marks on there, but we'll get that out with Peak. If you guys haven't seen our how to clean Pyrex video, make sure you guys check that out. I'll put a link up here somewhere for you guys to kind of click on that, and you'll see how we clean vintage Pyrex. It's super awesome. And it works on not just Pyrex, but obviously anything that has those sort of utensil marks. So really cool stuff. Excited about it. I mean, this thing is big though, for sure. Definitely. It is about 10 3/4 inches wide and almost 6 inches tall. So it's a nice size bowl there. All right. Let's see what else we got. Okay. Got a couple of cool glasses. These are like old-fashioned glasses, and these are from the Getty gas station, and it says 10 years of Big East basketball, Providence Friars. So these are definitely old, obviously, and they are made by, looks like they have the Libby Yep, these are made by Libby Glass Company, so that's also pretty cool. But something like this is really, it's appealing to people who collect vintage glasses, people that went to Providence University, people who are Big East basketball fans. So when I'm looking to buy stuff, I'm always intrigued by items that have a wide range of demographic appeal. So, it's not just something that appeals to one demographic of consumers or buyers, but it kind of stretches into different niches. So I thought that this was a perfect item to kind of explain that to you guys and my thought process when buying it. This was 99 cents and then 20% off. I should probably be able to get between $10 and $15 for it. And then the second one, which is interesting because this one says 10 years of basketball. This one of Big East basketball. This one just says Big East basketball. This is Boston College, Getty. Same glass, same release time, I would imagine. Even though one says 10 years of Big East basketball and then the other one just says Big East basketball. But yeah, and college basketball is starting right now, so it's kind of a cool thing to get. So I'm excited about these. I think these will do fairly well. I checked the comps when I picked them up, but even if the comps were low at 99 cents with 20% off, I couldn't say no. So Providence, Friars, and Boston College Eagles. Shout out to those universities and basketball teams. Shout out to the Big East too. Big East was a crazy NCAA powerhouse, for a majority of my childhood. So these should do really well, and I think they'll sell fairly fast because of the timing in which I'm listing them. It being that college basketball season just started, and if not, will probably sell before March. But obviously, March is another really popular time to sell college basketball stuff because of March Madness. All right. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you guys is something that's super interesting because I had never heard of it before. All right. So here we have these like enamel plates. And obviously you guys will get an up close look at these in the left hand, or I guess, I don't know if it's going to be left or right, corner of the screen. God, they put 2 stickers on these. So these were $1.99 each, and they were, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Now it says Thai Pro on the back, and they have like these rowboats on the front, and they're a really nice colorway. This yellow and with the blue trim and the blue sea boat. I did a brief look. Normally I pick up anything that's enamel, and just to see if it's old or new. A lot of times you can tell by the weight, the texture, and obviously like the design on there. And then sometimes they'll have markings, and this one had the marking of Thai Pro, which I had never heard of before. So I looked it up, and apparently I think these comped out at 6 for like $60 or something like that. So I got 4 right here, and it'll be super interesting to see how much I can get for these. But I would hope, somewhere around $40 to $50. They're in really good shape. A couple of them, they're obviously going to need to be cleaned. A couple of them have a little bit of wear, but mostly just dirty. I mean, they're in pretty good shape, and I just gonna have to use some Goo Gone on the base there, obviously. But yeah, super rad, and I learned something new, so that's definitely something that you guys hopefully can learn too. It's TAIPRO. Did that right? TAIPRO. Yeah. So definitely something to keep your eye out for. I mean, I was shocked. And what's interesting is I saw them, I picked them up, I put them back down. I went to my phone and I was like, let me just look these up. Looked them up and I was like, backed up the cart and grabbed them. So pretty rad stuff here, guys. All right. So before we get to the big ticket item, I mean, all this stuff you guys can tell just upon how much I paid for these things and the comps I'm putting up on the board, the type of ROI or return, the profit margin that I like to shop in. to me, it's like if I'm not necessarily going to get the large profit margin, I'm looking for something that I think will sell fast. Then I don't mind necessarily sitting on it. But like cost of goods to what I'm looking to hopefully sell these things for is a really nice margin right now. So let's go ahead, and before we get to the big ticket item, I'm going to show you guys some clothes. And there are some awesome pieces in here, including what might be a real banger and hopefully give me some big bucks. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, guys, if you haven't already. All right, first one up. I paid $5.99 for this, which is a little bit more than what I would like to have paid, but 20% off, so can't beat it. This is a vintage Dr. Seuss crew neck sweatshirt. It has the Dr. Seuss tag on there, and it is one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, and then obviously I'll put that up on the screen for you guys so you guys can get a better look at it. It does on the tag say 1994, which is interesting because the print on the shirt says 1996. So somewhere between, I would imagine that, you know, I would date this when I'm listing it as 1996. We'll see if I decide to. I'll probably, you know, there's always, I don't really know what I'm going to do necessarily with some of these clothing because you know, I sell on all these platforms: eBay, Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark, Depop, Grailed. And the other one I mentioned was Whatnot, which is a platform that is a live streaming auction platform. It's an app on your phone. And the link for that is going to be in the description of this video as well. So I sell vintage clothing on there. I'm getting ready to do a Marvel card show on there. And sports memorabilia, sports cards also on there. So it's a really interesting up-and-coming app. So definitely check that out. So I can put it on that during the live sale. But I also have that live vintage show coming up with Cernock, which I think is December 12th in Chantilly, Virginia. So some of these pieces I might save for that just because, you know, I want to bring some nice items there. This would be one of those items that I might bring there. But a really cool sweatshirt there, and it is. I can't tell the size or where it was made because that part of the tag is faded, but it does have that Dr. Seuss tag on it. All right. Now this is a banger, ladies and gentlemen. This is a vintage on a Santa Fe tag, which is by Pluma, made in the USA, and this is a Seinfeld crew neck sweatshirt. How awesome is that? I think I saw maybe one or two of these listed, and I think they were listed for around $80. Hard to find sold comps on it. But this is another piece where I might bring it to to the vintage show with Cernock, or list it. You know, something like this. What I might do is like list it really high and then see if it sells before the show. You know, then I'll take that high price, or bring it to the show, see if it sells there. There's so many options. That's the thing, is like what we do here over the years is we try to open as many doors as possible, whether it's in-person shows, brand new apps, selling on multiple platforms. The more eyes, the better. Just increases your chances of selling some of these items that you pick up at the thrift stores, flea markets, yard sales, estate sales, all of the above. All right. Next up. So this is a really interesting piece. Shout out to all my, vintage collectors. If you collect, there is a china or porcelain, ceramic, and it's commonly referred to as Nippon. This is a Tokyo Yakult Swallows Nippon professional baseball t-shirt. It's not single stitch. The Russell Athletic tag, I'd probably date this late 90s. It says made in El Salvador based upon this tag. But I just thought that was super interesting. So I got to do a little bit more research on that. I wasn't able to find any comps on this particular shirt, but there were some other, other items that had this baseball team on those pieces of clothing. So super interesting. I just thought it was really cool. Now this is something that would probably, once again, I don't know, I'll probably list it, maybe put it in a whatnot sale, maybe bring it to the show. We'll just have to wait and see. All right. And the last two pieces of clothes, for those of you that don't know, minor league baseball stuff sells really good. I actually just sold a vintage minor league baseball, new era fitted baseball cap. The minor league team was the Louisville Bats. I got that at the reseller rally when I was in Cincinnati and Kentucky when I was outsourcing while we were there. I found that hat. I just had been sitting on it and forgot about it. And I was like, trying to get things up and listed for the fourth quarter. And I listed that hat and it sold within a week. And I think I got $50 for it. So minor league baseball stuff does really well. So this one is dated 2000. It's either 2003 or 2008. Can't really see, but it's on a Majestic tag and it actually still has its real tag on it. And this is the Sand Gnats. I'm not exactly sure what city that is. Oh, what's really interesting is I didn't even notice this until just now. It looks like it's so weird. It has Roger on the back. How the heck? They have Roger on the back and it still has the baseball tag. That's really interesting. So we'll see how that goes. And this was $4.49 and then 20% off. And the Yokudo was $1.99, 20% off. And the Seinfeld was $4.49 with 20% off. All right. And then the last piece of clothing is another piece of minor league baseball. And, a lot of times what I think with minor league baseball, there's a lot of appeal to it. I think a lot of people who aren't necessarily fans of the team or whatnot, they really like the intriguing team names and the logos and the graphics on their shirts. And I think this is another case of that. This is on a Majestic tag. This was $3.49. This is dated. I thought I saw the date on here. Also, it looks like 2008 maybe. So not necessarily vintage, but I mean, it's not new. It's got some age to it. And check that out. The Rock Hounds. That's pretty rad. So I'll put up, obviously you guys can get a little bit better look and I'll put up pictures and stuff like that. But I thought that was super rad. And just because it's minor league baseball stuff, I'm always going to pick it up. Now, on to the big ticket item. I don't even know how I'm going to do this for you guys, but we're going to try. Okay. So a lot of times when I'm in a thrift store and I see things that are in the box still, not necessarily new in the box, but still in the box and has a box with it, I'm always intrigued to check on that. In particular, older stuff, because when things are still with the box and it's old, it always tends to, like I said, doesn't make sense, always tends to, but it tends to increase the value of the item if you still have the original box. So during this time of the year when they have a lot of Christmas stuff out at the thrift stores, I always look at a lot of the stuff that's still in the boxes, because to me, I'm like, there's so many Christmas decorations, that you might not have never heard of them before, but you look it up and it's like, man, wow, this is some $50-$60, and you're like, I had no idea, I would walk by that all the time. So I spend a little bit more time looking in those aisles during this time of year, because to familiarize myself and maybe find a gem of an item. This item was not in the Christmas row and it's not a Christmas item, but because I had that mentality of always checking old boxed items, I picked this up and I said, and I recognized the brand company, which is Enesco, and I picked it up and I said, let me just look this up. And I was shocked. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here she is. This is the Enesco Melody Meadow. Okay, and it still has the box, and I guess it's like a music box of some sort. And it has the AC adapter, and it has the manual, and it has the box. And you guys look at the comps on the screen right now. I mean, it's crazy. There's one on auction right now, and I think it has like 2 days left, and it was up to like $200 something. You know, there are a couple that sold for under $200, but they had issues or best offers were taken, and I'm not necessarily sure how much they got for them. And then one sold that was like mine, that has the box and the AC adapter. Mine even has the manual. But I just realized, like, I'm stupid and I didn't test it inside the store. I bought it for $14.99. If this thing works, you know, it could be $300, which is absolutely amazing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out of the box, and we're going to plug it up, and we're going to see if it works. All right, let's do it. Okay, so I lied. It doesn't have the manual. Oh no, it's not a manual, but it's like God, I hate when the thrift store puts stickers on things like the booklet. Why would you do that? Those of you that don't know, when you're pulling these stickers off, don't try and do it fast. Do it a little slow and kind of pick all the angles. Don't try and go straight to the middle. Just pick it nice and slow and work your way around the sticker. And then back to the middle and pull slowly. Boom. Sticker off, doesn't mess up the booklet. So it is just like a little booklet that has like all of the different Enesco music collections. But it does have the carousel on the front, but this isn't the carousel. I don't think I see the one that we have in here either, which is interesting. Nope, I don't see it in any of these. I'll still throw it in the listing though. Let them enjoy it. I did pull it out at the store though to look at it and make sure that there were no broken pieces off of it. It still has the styrofoam and everything. Everybody keep their fingers crossed. Let's hope this thing works. It looks like 2 of the light bulbs are out, but it does work. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We have magic. We have magic. Now, like I said, 2 of the light bulbs are out, but we will see if we can. I think I actually have an extra light bulb in the case. Let's see what this is. Yes, it does have the manual right here. And 2 spare light bulbs. How about them apples, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know if I should try and change them or not. We'll see. We'll see if I should change them myself. But ladies and gentlemen, that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this style of a haul video. It's a little bit different, but you know, we are in the business of trying to do things different, have fun, and hopefully you guys learned some cool stuff today. We'll check back in with you guys soon. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you guys haven't already, and subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your day, and as always, YouTube, stay classy. Peace.